Man, oh man, listen up, listen up. You tuned in at the right time today, let me tell you, because the docket is full. Lots of things in store for you today. Yeah, man. We have a bunch of comments, a little Q&A back and forth. We have roasts. Well, roast is like the clickbaity kind of term, right? I like to call them like, account lookups, or me just giving some friendly advice to people who are asking for it. I'm popping open some chests. Some of the story mode chests. I've been saving them all up. I like to do that with you guys. And the most long-awaited KNULL tier ranking guide, right? And I might just know a thing or two about KNULL. I mean, I am at the top of the charts there. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but I have a feeling Gorilla Baby, he's gonna be passing me soon enough. This man, he went ahead and he gave Cyclops like a maxed out build. He's got like a full stack of Odin's blessings, fully awakened ISO 8 set. He's got insight on him. See, I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can bring myself to give Cyclops, a character I have insight on, a full stack of Odin's blessings. I mean, I could. I have them, but will I do that? I don't know. I don't know if I can. So, he'll probably be passing me, but that's okay. That's okay. All right. So, yes, I have the KNULL tier, KNULL ranking guide. That's it. I have the KNULL ranking guide for you guys, and I did a lot of critical thinking about this, and I'm going to give you some explanation on why I think each character is placed where they are, right? And we'll get to that. But first, you always know there's a but first. Listen, if there's a video where there isn't one, then you know something's wrong. All right, let's start this off here. Let's start this jump off here. All right, first up, okay, we got some comments here. All right, this is coming from War at. Okay, you know who you are. Hope you get more subs as you deserve. Could you guide me on character builds and cards? Cable will be my next tier 3, but I need advice for awakened characters. IGN is Sliak. Also, could you make a video on meta tier 3 and awakened characters? Yeah, that is something that I plan on doing. Like I plan on doing all types of ranking guides, right? Awakened characters, tier 3 characters, maybe even like native tier 2 and like 800 CCF cost and then then double and so on and so forth. And I will do after this one like a general ranking guide for just like all game modes and things like that. All right, let's pull up this man's account here. This is it right here. This is it right here. All right, first let's see. He's got Moon Knight Awakened. That's always a good sign. All right, let's see what his cards look like. All right. Okay, so he's got 2 premium cards. Let's see if this one has the proc, and it doesn't, but it does have all attack. Okay. If you watch any of my recent previous videos, this card, you've heard me talk about this. Real value, its true value is that HP proc. Because otherwise, it's got ignore defense, max HP, some crit damage, and then all attack. But it's on, it's not as one of the fixed stats. So you have ignore defense and max HP, and I'm guessing at some point you'll craft your cards, and just like me, you'll have way too much ignore defense. So you won't need that necessarily as a fixed stat. So I'm not sure if you're a PvP or PvE kind of player yet, or you're just kind of using whatever you get. But if you can. I mean, this isn't, the worst roll, it's quality 5 and you do have the all attack, but, if you can, try to get the proc on that. Let's see what you got in here. 6 quality, you got attack speed and crit damage. Yeah, that last stat, you're going to want that all attack. So, just keep on trucking. I'm not sure, where you're at as far as spender in the game, but, you'll get premium cards. Hopefully you have some good luck with getting some decent premium cards, and you can you have the opportunity to swap this one out, or even just roll it. Your stats are pretty good, except you probably want a little more cooldown. But other than that, it's looking pretty good. All right, let's see what we got over here. All right, I'm not upset about that. Regen on Hulk, I like it. I'm guessing that you might have these Odin Blessing on them just for the additional like cooldown, right? You're low on the cooldown and maybe some crit damage, but still you could put those to better use. Even just give them like, you know, a crit damage, you know, Mythic Guru, and, you know, skill cooldown Mythic Guru. All right, what do you got on her? 160 crit damage. Okay, you got some Odin's Blessings on her. Let's see what else you got going on here. Iron Man. All right, 120 proc. Iron Man's not really needed for anything. Doesn't really matter what you throw on him, in my opinion. Okay, Black Widow. Okay, you like Black Widow. You got Destruction on her, and you got some Odin's Blessings on her. Kind of favor her. All right, I mean, you know, if you like, you know, PvP, then it's not the worst thing in the world, and you do have Destruction on her. Okay, fire damage 160. All right, not bad. You know, I get, you know, if you don't have a lot of choices in terms of, you know, CTPs and so on and so forth, then, you know, there's only so much you could really do, right? But, you know, your first rage, I'd probably give it to Ghost Rider. Lightning damage 180, that's not so bad. Okay, and you're still building this guy, right? You know, this guy, he's building his account. 160 ignore dodge, not bad either. Okay, let's see what else you got going on down here. All right. Okay, my advice here is, and I'll be talking about this when I do my ranking guide, but stop building Silver Surfer. I think his value right now in the game has plummeted, has decreased. Okay, until my Streamlabs just kind of took a poop on me, we were checking out this guy's account. And I was telling him that he should stop building Silver Surfer because his value is ever decreasing. And I'll touch more on that a little bit later in the video. But yeah, I would stop building Silver Surfer and let's see, and finish off Beta Ray Bill. Those are, you know, that's one thing you could do immediately that that would serve you well, my friend. All right, next up, what do we got here? All right, this is from SA. Sir, I got rage from chest. Whom should I put it on? Please tell so that I can get a fourth null clear except Odin, and thanks for reading comment. By the way, please do a rematch. Okay, so he's talking about the Sentry null video that I just did, and if you can you test Sentry with normal energy? If you can, I don't want your resource to go to waste. Bye. Nice video. Okay, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm probably not going to test Sentry with normal energy. I've heard from many players that he does work very well with the normal energy. You know, free to play and like low spenders say he works great with a regular energy. So yeah, you can count on that. Now I can't really give you some exact advice because you did not leave your IGN. So if you want me to take a look at your account, you know, first and foremost, you got to leave your IGN. Otherwise, you know, I'm not a mind reader. I'm not a psychic in any way. That'd be pretty cool if I was, though. But yeah, I probably Ghost Rider. If I had to just spit one out, Ghost Rider will probably be your guy. You know, unless you got a lot of Pierce on your cards and give him Judgment. But Ghost, you can't go wrong there. All right, next up, we got this guy, Scott Templin. Amazing video, brother, yet again. Glad to be in your alliance. I'm not exactly sure who this is. I think I have an idea because I've been chatting with a couple of guys in my alliance. But thanks, man. I appreciate that. Glad to be in yours, too. All right. This is from Martin Zepar. Man, I'm so bad at these names. I'm not even going to try. All right. Jean versus Scarlet. Can beat Null? Question mark. I would imagine so. Like on my account, Scarlet's actually not that bad. Scarlet's actually pretty good. It's just like the stages that I'm on that I would actually like use her. So I use her on a team with actually Sharon Rodgers and Valkyrie. So it's like Scarlet Witch, Sharon Rodgers, Valkyrie, and I do that on stage 29. Although, you know, Sharon Rodgers, she could clear, you know, like up to 35 because I could use her up to 35. And but I just do 29 because I could use Valkyrie support there, right? Because it's all blast, and it's, you know, it's just a little bit easier. You know, this way I spend less time, you know, doing it, retrying, that sort of thing. But if you guys out there, if you want to see, you know, me like you know, do null, you know, basically test out some of these lesser used characters like Scarlet, Jean, although I won't do Jean because I've agreed on Jean, and you know, I wouldn't expect big things from her, but I'll try out different characters, a bunch of different, you know, characters that haven't been in the news so much lately. You feel me? So if you want to see that, let me know. Thanks for the comment. All right, next up, this is from Eber. Okay, this is from AS. All right, AS, definitely glasses. Yeah, we've had a little bit of back and forth on the glass. I got the glasses on today. Yeah, some people made some pretty funny comments on it. A lot of people seem to really like the glasses, so I'm gonna throw them on. I'll put them on, take them off. We'll mix and match. Whichever way the wind's blowing. All right, next up. Another one about the glasses. Like I said, there was a lot on the glasses. Professor Zilla is back with the glasses on. Yes, Professor is in the house. Professor Zilla, I like that. I think that's pretty funny. It's pretty catchy too. Yes, sir. Back again today, as you can see. All right, next up. It's from Hellebron. Yeah, man, we've been chatting, back and forth. Little communication, me and this guy. Yeah, he comments. He's spouted out some pretty good advice. So he says here, I would say proc on 5. So this is the Null vs. Sentry video. To get that all attack buff for 12 seconds at the end of it, just to make your next rotation with the tier 3 hit harder instead of canceling 5 into 2 straight away in the beginning. Okay, so I actually went in and I tried this. I tried procking on 5, and I tried like a few different things and ways and variations, and the way that I was doing it was working a lot better for me. So try the way that I was doing it. See how that works for you, right? And if you're still coming up, your way is better, comment again. And then what I'll do is I'll do what I was doing, right? Trying to proc on 5, and I'll put it up in a video. And then this way you can see what I'm doing. You can critique and you can tell me if I'm doing it wrong. And then we'll take it from there. Okay? But from where I stand, because I did go and I tried this, right? He's talking about null. He's talking about procking on null. And yeah, I think the way that I was doing it is better. Procking on 2, even not getting that buff, it just works out better. It just does. And on top of it, maybe it's just for the stage that I'm on. Maybe it's just for 14, because just the way it goes is that I can get that tier 3 out, and then I can skip the symbiote goo. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like the damage is just better just doing it the way that I was doing. But yeah, let me know. Try it my way. Let me know, and then we'll take it from there. All right, thanks for the comment, brother. All right, next up, Srinath. Roast me, Godzilla. This is IGM Booty Crusher 69. Whoa, man, he's got quite the name. All right, let's go check out Booty Crusher 69's account. My goodness. Here we go. We're at Booty Crusher 69's account. Okay, man. I mean, this guy, he's got well, most premium cards, right? He's got this Loki card. I know that's probably tough to take off. I had this one actually with the same exact roll, same quality and everything. Might even have had the lightning. Actually, mine had physical attack, but in any case, very similar. Okay, he's got pretty good roll on that card, right? Let's see. So he's crafting this one. All those resist, man. Super OP. And so neither. Okay, it's 6 quality, but neither attack on this card. I wouldn't have went and did that. I would have gotten at least one of the attack stats. Even if it was 7 quality, I still wouldn't have did that. I would have got the attack stats, because it seems like either you've been playing for a while, or you spend a little bit, and you probably could afford to a different card, or to roll it, and maybe hold out for some different options. Okay, so this actually isn't bad. The max HP and critical damage and all attack. And here, okay, you got both attack sets on this. So this is excellent, because you don't necessarily need that last stat. I mean, the last stat could be max HP, which is pretty good, which is uncappable stat. But still, nonetheless, like, if you had both the attack stats on this and it was 4 quality, you'd be in a better position than where you are with that card. But, I mean, your stats are looking really good, really juicy. Got a lot of attack, got good ignore defense, and good cooldown. All right, let's see what you got for your characters. Okay, destruction on Sentry. Okay, I probably wouldn't have did that. I mean, I honestly don't know how he performs with destruction, but I don't know. I think he's better than that. I would at least give him, for like PvP, I'd give him regen, and PvE, I'd give him energy. That's just where I stand with it. So it looks like you're kind of, you don't know which way to really go with them, because you know, you got some HP Odin's Blessings and you got this energy attack Odin's Blessing. But Sentry, he's kind of like one of those people that he's like a unicorn, because I'm hearing that even for like PvP with a regen, given this guy Odin's Blessings, he's an outlier that's actually beneficial. So he might be like, you know, like I said, the outlier, the unicorn, in the case where you can give him Odin's Blessings on a PvP build. Alright, so Judgment on Dormammu, I like that. This, you got a 200 crit damage proc, that's pretty good, Some Odin's Blessings on him, alright, not too crazy about that. You know, my rule of thumb is don't give Odin's Blessings to a character you do not have a CTP on. Okay, in this, so Silver Surfer, I think his value is decreasing. And anybody who doesn't have him fully built, I suggest you to, you know, stop. I have Odin's Blessings on mine, and I've explained this before because I had Rage on him. But yeah, PvP character, don't give him Odin's Blessings other than the heal Odin's Blessing. And yeah, maybe, like I said, maybe besides Sentry. But I would probably take these off and give them to a character that can actually do some real work for you. Thanos, same with Thanos here. I'd, you know, take those off. And let's see, Apocalypse. Okay, again, you got an obelisk on them, but you have Odin's Blessings. I mean, okay, so, all right. Even like giving Odin's Blessings to like Doctor Strange, right? Let's see who else you got. You love yourself some Deadpool. I do too, man. I went ahead and I gave my Deadpool a much better build. Still have Rage on him, but I'll be swapping that once I see how his uniform actually turns out to be. Okay, I like this. That's looking pretty good. Alright, what do you got on him? Okay, you got Odin's Blessings on Captain America with the obelisk. What actually do you have? So 180 proc. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Okay, I'd give some of those Odin's Blessings you have in Silver Surfer, put them on Sharon Rodgers. Okay, you'd probably do some ABX. Yeah, I wouldn't do this either. I think those are a waste. You know, if you have Destruction on her, like if you're using her for ABX, yeah, cool, but you're not really doing much ABX with a Destruction on her. So, yeah, some of those Odin's... Okay, so Ghost Rider, give him Odin's Blessings. Give Beta Ray Bill some of the Odin's Blessings. And, you know, Moon Knight, some of the physical attacking Odin's Blessings. And, you know, same with Moonstone there. Do that and you'll be better off. I see you're still working on this guy here, right? I don't know if you plan on giving him a PvP or a PvE build. Null might be one of the unicorns as well. We're still yet to find that out. All right, man, I hope that helps you out a little bit. Booty Crusher 69. All right, next up on the docket here, Dave Stewart. How am I just now finding this channel? Love the videos, man. Also, you just destroyed me in Danger Room. Couldn't even get my tier 3 off. That was so quick. Yeah, Danger Room, I've actually just been going in public and running with random people just to kind of help random people out with some wins. The matches are usually over pretty quickly. The Pierce works pretty amazing in Danger Room. But yeah, as far as finding out about the channel, it seems like that's a lot of people's reaction lately. A lot of people are just like kind of coming across the videos. Be nice if somebody, you know, gave a shout out for the channel, or, you know, spread the word in a way, because it seems like the people who do find out about the channel, they love it and they stick around. So I have to imagine, you know, it might be a slow, you know, process just because that's the way YouTube works, but I think that I think we will at least grow at a steady pace. So we should be here for a while. We will stick around. All right, next up. All right, so Mr. E says, more high-level null. And your tier list. Well, my friend, you're in luck today because that tier list is coming at you. And for a more high-level null, I got you covered there too. I'll be bringing you some high-level null. Actually, I could put up my 39 video. I wanted to do 39 and 40 together, but because Star-Lord is one of the requirements, yeah, I'm not sure if I'll be doing 40 anytime soon. We'll have to see. Plus, we'll have to see how good Gambit is. Because if it doesn't seem like Gambit is going to be able to clear from 40 to 45, there's really no point for me to really, you know, in a rush to unlock it. To at least spend crystals and unlock it. So, but I can at least put up 39 for you guys. If you guys want to see 39, let me know, and I'll get that up for you. Now, next up. Okay, this is from R. Frost. You know what? The switch up in pace, as you said, was great and perhaps well needed. Just remember, you don't have to upload every single day with S-tier content. Maybe give the audience some time to be like, damn, I can't wait for Godzillanator's next video. So I thought I did that the other day. I didn't upload a video the whole entire day. And yeah, you know, you're probably right. You know, I actually enjoy bringing this content to you guys. I enjoy, you know, the back and forth, you know, chatting with you guys, giving you guys advice, you know, that sort of thing. So, you know, it's hard to keep me away. But yeah, I know what you mean. But, you know, I tend to, things I do in life, I tend to kind of go all out, and it's like go big or go home, right? But, you know, there'll probably be some times where I'm just, you know, maybe strapped for time and I want to get something out to you guys, so I just kind of, you know, throw something together. So there probably will be times like that. But I appreciate the compliments. All right, next up. Gwenum, rotation is 3, cancel 5, delay, cancel 4, cancel into 6. Okay, so he's trying to give me some advice on Gwenum's rotation. You know, when she first came out, I was actually gung-ho for Gwenum. That's why you see I have a really good build on her. And then I just haven't used her for like the longest time, and I think I just kind of forgot where the accumulation was, or the proc, or where the proc is on her skills. So yeah, you know, it's kind of my bad, you know, on that part. But I'll take your rotation into consideration, and I'll try that out once. I do want to try her with energy, so you know, maybe soon you guys will see a video of me seeing how well she does with energy. I'm hearing she does pretty good, and that was my first thought when she got put into the game, that I wanted to try her with energy even before like crafted cards and all that. All right, next up. Okay, this person wants to be, okay, this person's been been here since like day 1, and they've been commenting and stuff like that. So I think I'll take a look at their account. All right, here we are. Okay, cards here. Cards. Okay, I'm guessing you're kind of a newer player, but not that new, because you have this card here, the Luna card. Got that over the past anniversary, right? And it actually has a pretty good roll. Cooldown, dodge, energy attack, all attack. Good stuff. This card actually has a pretty good roll as well. All attack, cooldown, dodge, and the physical attack, plus the proc. This group card, not the worst roll either. Got the cooldown, physical attack, crit damage, ignore defense. But, you know, there are a lot of better cards out there, even, you know, like, you know, non-premium cards. And then this card here, okay, you got the cooldown on it. I'm guessing you probably need that. No, you really don't. You could probably lose that cooldown, and you could probably roll this card, you know, while you have it on, because you can get a much better roll on that. Much better roll. And this card, you can get the all attack plus the max HP on that. I'd probably go ahead and try to roll that too at some point. All right, for the characters, what do you got on this guy? Okay, you got some HP, Odin's Blessings. Probably want to use this guy for some PvP action. Maybe some, you know, a little bit of both. Because I know he can operate in like timeline with a PvE build. So, and that's not a bad obelisk. Ignore dodge. Ignore dodge is pretty OP, especially when it comes to null. Rage on Odin with some Odin's Blessings. I like it. I like it a lot. And I've been talking about Silver Surfer's value decreasing, right? I've been talking about that, and I think that's true. But, you know, you can use them while you have them, right? But yeah, I take those Odin's Blessings, all but the HP off, even the HP, and give them to a, maybe, you know, even Sentry, just to stock them up. But yeah, I'd give those to Sharon Rodgers. Or do you have Moonstone? No Moonstone yet. Beta Ray Bill even. Yeah, I'd probably take those off, split them up between Beta Ray Bill and Sharon Rodgers. They're gonna do more work for you. Nice. I like your builds. I mean, you got the right mindset. I mean, it seems like you're doing pretty good. But the HP Odin's Blessing on Raven, no, don't do that. Do not put Odin's Blessings on a PvE character. Now, I've seen people put HP on Sharon Rodgers, and I've heard this theory where, because of her accumulation, the HP Odin's Blessing, you know, allows you to deal back more damage, right? The more HP you have, the more you can accumulate, right? Percentage-wise. And I kind of thought it worked like the opposite way, but somebody explained it, and you know, yeah, you can, the more HP you have, the more damage, you know, the more damage you're going to deal back. So I've heard people putting those on her, and you know, doing like higher stages in Thanos and so on and so forth. So okay, but other than that, yeah, typically you don't want to do that like this. Yeah, take these off of him and give him the Moon Knight. All right, hope that helps you out. Thanks for the comment. Okay, so that is that. That is all the comments, all the roasts, right? All the account lookups. What I wanted to do is, because I have all these chests, right? All these chests in story mission. Let's pop these guys open. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get from here. We have 6 over here. Let's see, because Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Let's see what we get here, my man. Okay, EOD, not bad, not bad. I'll take it, but I'd rather have that. Yes, that is more valuable to me than 125 or 120 EOD. Okay, yeah, I don't like that, and it's physical defense. Just gonna be food. Just gonna be food. 125 TCP. Okay, I mean you can't shake a stick at that. Am I right? And that's all attack HP. I mean it's got some good stats at least. And oh, okay, I'll take that. Nice, nice. I think we made out good. Made out like a sneaky bandit, if you ask me. All right, let's go over. Let's do the cards next. Let's do the cards next. Let's see if we get any 6-star cards. We have 7 of these guys. Lucky number 7. 100 EOD. I kind of knew that was coming, but yes, I'd rather have a 6-star card than the EOD. 5-star, I mean a 5-star. You know, it's good, right? I mean, it's good, but you know, the fact that there's 6-star in there, that's what we want. Oh, we got a 6er. We got a 6er. We have 3 left. We're 1 for 4. Some more EOD. Okay, okay. More EOD. I mean, at least, you know, balance it out for me. Last one here. We need a 6-star card. And we got a 5-star. Okay, wow. So 1 out of 7. Just so for those who aren't getting these chests, you can see what you're missing out or what you're not really missing out on. Okay, we want the Odin's blessings here. We want the Odin's blessing. And yeah, that's not good. No bueno. I got 2 in a row the last time I did this. Okay, some TCP. Not too shabby. I'll definitely have that over any of the Mythic Uru. Go right over that. Would you rather have 125 TCP or energy defense? Come on. Okay. I mean, still not bad, right? It's got 250 TCP. Whoa. 375. Is this the last one or is there one more? Okay, that's it. Man, no Odin's blessings. I feel like that one's the worst one to actually hit the jackpot in, right? Okay, now into what the video is all about is the ranking guide. Where am I going here? Okay, we want to go here. All right, so I have my list here, and I wrote it out, and I put I put a lot of thought into this actually, because this list was not easy for me. It was not easy, and so. Number 1 on my list, I think you already know, is Miss Moonstone. Miss Moonstone, she is just an absolute monster, right? Like, I mean, she's able, like, okay, even at stage 39, she's able to drop 10 bars off a null, and that's saying something. I mean, if not for her, I would not be at the stage that I'm at. I mean, she's just an absolute blessing to the game, right? She gets a full HP recovery on every rotation. Every time you hit that 3rd skill, she gets a full HP recovery. So she's just like, she's a blessing to play. And anybody who's played her, you know what I'm talking about, and you know why she is number 1. All right, next up. Okay, so this was a little tricky for me. Oh, and mind you, so you can use Moonstone from 15 to 20, and then 25 to 40. So you could use her for all those stages. Okay, next up, number 2. I have Sharon Rodgers at number 2, and I put her at number 2 because, you know, after I put an energy on her, she's just doing some serious work. Oh yeah, after I put an energy and then learn how to play her from 60 to 30. If you know how, if you didn't watch that video, watch that video. If you don't know how to, you know, play her right from 60 to 30, and she's really fun to play, right? You hit the 3rd, and you know, you accumulate the damage. You don't have to worry about like necessarily dying. Although Null does there's some skills that do pierce that, but not many. I don't die all too often with her. But yeah, she does some serious work. She can clear pretty high stages for me. And you could use her from 15 to 20 and then from 25 to 35. All right, next up. Okay, here's where it got really tricky. For the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The next 6 was really tricky for me. And so, you know, this is just my opinion, right? Depending on like where your account's at and how much pierce you have in your cards and that sort of thing, you know, it might change a little bit for you. But, you know, from my experience, especially what stage you're on too. But from my experience and, you know, my progression through the stages and just who I found to be of most value, I'm putting Moon Knight at number 3. and I'm doing that. You need to have energy on him for one. For two, yeah, he's a beast with that. Like when I had rage on him, like I wouldn't even want to use him. I wouldn't even use him. Now that he has energy, like he's just so good, you know, with the burst damage. You know, a lot of these awakened characters like Moon Knight, you know, Beta Ray Bill, Moonstone, you know, you pop them in and you pop that awakened skill, and you know, just being able to do that much damage at, you know, that quick is really valuable when it comes to null. And you can use him from 10 to 25. And obviously you can use all these characters up to 10, but 10 to 25, so there's a large amount of, you know, space you can actually use them, because 25 to 30 is female, and then 30 to 35 is blast. So yeah, Moon Knight is number 3 for me, and then number 4 I have Beta Ray Bill, and I put Beta Ray Bill in there because actually teaming up Moon Knight and Beta Ray Bill is like such an easy clear for me. I mean, it's just like you know, one after another, and it's very easy to push null through his phases, which is really important. Like especially, you know, like before and right after he does the little purple, you know, circles that follow you. You know, it can be you know, kind of it can be difficult, right? And you need to be able to hit them hard and drop them down all those bars to push them in the next phase really fast. And Moon Knight and Beta Ray Bill, they're able to do that, and they do that well. Plus, Beta Ray Bill has his own lead, right? And that's pretty valuable. All right, next up. Okay, this is where it got even trickier. So the next two are Odin and Ghost Rider. Now, you could swap one for the other, in my opinion, but I put Odin next. I put Odin at 5 because Odin's more durable, right? It's like with Ghost Rider, you kind of need Ancient One, and with Odin, you don't necessarily need Ancient One or a healer. Like Ghost Rider, you need a healing striker, right? And there aren't that many. You have Venom, and then you have Groot, and you know, to be able to use those for somebody else maybe. So this way, you know, because you only can use strikers once for null. So you know, Ghost Rider, I feel like his damage is actually better, but he needs more care. He needs more tender love and support, right? And you know, Odin, he's more consistent. You know, he's easier to play. You know, Ghost Rider is a little trickier, but if you use him right and you can avoid dying, he does more damage. He's got that crazy burst damage. You pop that tier 3, then you hit 5 and into the 3. Shout out to whoever, you know, suggested that out there. You know who you are. He does crazy damage. You're watching those bars fly, and you can push him through those phases. So, you know, like I said, it can go either way for you. Either way. Plus, you know, Ghost Rider is a little bit cheaper. So, but, you know, a lot of these characters, like I said, it gets real tight during this section of the list. All right, and then next up, the next two can also be interchanged, but I think Sentry comes in after, you know, either Ghost Rider or Odin, whoever you know you're putting there. Which I put Ghost Rider at 6. So Sentry and Sentry, because okay, Null and Sentry, they're like neck and neck as far as like their damage. The testing that I've done, they're able to get Null off his throne at basically the same amount of time, except Sentry is easier for the rest of the match. And one of the reasons is because Null has that, he's got, you know, like you want to proc on his 2, and his 2 is a channeling skill, and you're still for his channeling skill. And Null, sometimes, you know, he's swinging his sword, and you know he's moving all around the map, and he's moving out of your targeting range. So it kind of messes up your whole rotation, especially if you have energy on Null, right? And you know, so I feel like that kind of sets him back a little bit. And Sentry has that crazy movement speed as well. But you know, if you're skilled enough to where, you know, you figure out how to really proficiently play Null from, you know, 30 to 0, then sure, you know, that could work for you. But I just feel like Sentry is easier. He's just a bit easier to play, especially for the 30 to 0 bar phase. And that's why I have Sentry at 7 and then Null at number 8. And then coming in at number 9 is my man Bullseye. And you know, talking about this burst damage, being able to, you know, just come in, pop that damage and then pop out. You know, that's a strategy that has gotten me to basically where I'm at, and it works really well in Bullseye. Plus, he has that he has a crazy lead, right? He's got the 50% ignore dodge, which is really OP for KNULL. I'm finding that actually I'm going to do some testing and see basically where that equates to with like an attack lead, right? With like an all attack buff lead. And I'll bring that to you. But the 50% ignore dodge lead, you know, that's nothing to shake a stick at. Let me tell you that. And yeah, once you pop Bullseye 6 to the 3 to the 4 to the 5 to the 2 to the 1, I mean that's some pretty good damage there. And again, you know, the swapping strategy where you can pop them in, do that real quick because I mean that doesn't take long to do. It's really fast and it's a lot of damage. Okay, and then at number 10, this is where I actually had somebody there and then I crossed them off and I put this other character there. So I had Valkyrie. I had Valkyrie at number 10, and one of the main reasons was because of her passive, because she buffs the whole team, and that's super valuable, right? Excuse me. It could be the difference of you being able to clear that stage or not being able to clear that stage. And yeah, so that's valuable. But I crossed her off and I put Thor there. And I put Thor there because, you know, depending on, you know, where you're at with KNULL, you can't use Valkyrie until, like, okay, so after 10, you can't use her again until stage 25. So that's one of that's one of the points off that she got. And Thor, you can use, you know, up to 15, and then you can't use them from 15 to 20, but then you can use them again from 20 to 25. So depending, man, some strange things happening with my Streamlabs. It's telling me to hurry up with the video. Okay, so yeah, Thor, you can use them up to 15, and then again 20 to 25. Valkyrie, you can't use until 25. So depending on where your account's at and, you know, where you're getting up to, you know, you can use Thor. Thor will be a lot more useful, you know, a lot sooner for you. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, Valkyrie, if you're only doing like up to 10, Valkyrie might prove to be more useful just because of her passive. So keep that in mind. And then I have some honorable mentions. So Medusa's really good. I tested Medusa. She has some really good damage. I think she can even get KNULL off the throne faster than Valkyrie and Thor, perhaps, or she might be like maybe right behind Thor. Thor is faster than Valkyrie. Doctor Strange really good from 60 to 30, and then really good from 7 to 0 bars. Keep that in mind. Black Bolt is also he's also an honorable mention. Like, I don't have like that good of a build on him, and he was keeping up. He was doing some pretty good work. And I'm still yet to test Quicksilver, Mr. Fantastic, Gwenom, and then Medusa with energy. So those characters, they could make a showing here, and I'll be getting to this testing. That's definitely on the docket soon enough. You know, as soon as like the time's right, all the stars are aligned, and I get to it, I'll definitely be getting to that. And then also Professor X and Dormammu with Judgment. Although I don't have, and even Apocalypse, although I don't have high hopes for those characters, but it could possibly change some things. It could put those characters, you know, up a notch, possibly, or even Thor as well. Thor, I'll be doing that. I'll be doing that very soon. Thor with Judgment versus Rage. If you guys want to see that, you know, let me know, and it'll give me, you know, better motivation to just get it here sooner. Okay, and that's basically it. That's basically it, except one last thing. I want to talk about this guy here. And I was thinking about this just the other day and his value in the game now. He is, you know, and I was talking about this with a couple different people, that he's not really meta anymore. He's not really that good for, like, he's not needed for the cost of him, right? He's a native tier 2 double cost, you know, tier 3 character. And Sentry just wipes him out in timeline now, right? Sentry is so much better. Like, you can beat, you know, like you can use Sentry with a PvE build. I think on manual you'd want to do that, and then he can double up and do, you know, PvE content for you. Silver Surfer cannot do that, right? Silver Surfer cannot do that. If you have a PvE build, like if you have a Rage on him, it's going to be very difficult for you to win in Timeline, especially now with Sentry. I think it might even be difficult for you to win in Timeline with him, even with a PvP build. I don't know. I haven't really tested that. I've just been using like Molecule Man as a lead, and he solos most of my matches. Like, who did I have? Yeah, I had this team here, and these two, Null and Sentry, have PvE builds, but this team, it's been winning for me on auto. But yeah, Silver Surfer, like, he's kind of a waste of materials now. Like, I have really nowhere that I use him. I use Silver Surfer absolutely nowhere, and I have all these Odin blessings on him, right? I have a Forge regen, and it's unfortunate, right? It's unfortunate because he costs so much, and he's such a beloved character, right? He's like, I mean, he's definitely up there, one of my favorites. Like, I think a lot of kids, they love Silver Surfer, especially with this, with this look, Silver Surfer black. I mean, look at this man; he's looking like a boss here. So, let me know what you think about Silver Surfer. Let me know if you think his value has decreased tremendously now that now that we have some more heavy hitters in the game. Let me know what you think, because I think that your account doesn't need Silver Surfer. Like, if I lost Silver Surfer off my account, I wouldn't even think twice about it. I wouldn't miss him, as far as I know, as far as I can tell, because nobody uses him from Alliance Tournament anymore either. The only place you'd actually use him is Alliance Conquest. That's my opinion. Let me know what you think. I'm going to end the video there. I'm going to stop jibber-jabbering. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. We got a lot done today. And so, I got more stuff coming. So you better stay tuned. You stay breezy, but most of all, you stay safe out there, friend. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.